Okay, welcome everyone again to the live zodiac reading for Sagittarius. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day or night wherever they are in this beautiful planet Earth of ours. We are about to get started here in a second, and anyone who is watching live, I please ask that you be respectful to not only me, the streamer, while I read, but to the chat. While I am reading the cards, if you see at the top of the chat, if you can't look at the top of the chat, I will read it for all of you. Chat interaction will be limited as I need to stay focused on the tarot reading. Feel free to discuss the reading amongst other chatters. This reading will be recorded, so if you miss anything, it will be up on YouTube to rewatch in the following days. Please only take what resonates and leave the rest. If you would like to look up private readings at all, the command is also there at the top of the chat. It is !readings. And if you guys would like to support me enough to let me quit my job, if I can get 4 tarot readings a day, I can quit my job. Just 4 people a day. So, you can make a small difference. You don't have to get a reading every single day, but if you would like to support the channel, there are different ways too, in the sense of you can either just follow me on all of my socials, or I have a membership that is cheaper than a Twitch sub, where you get all of my dance content for pretty much, less than a Twitch sub. It is $2.22, so for $2 you can get all my dance content, and maybe at some point in the future, if I have gained enough support to quit my job, I will probably make it for free. But at the same time, I have that behind a paywall just so I can, if you truly want to support and actually really want to watch my content, you would go and pay for it, kind of a thing. And I made it very, very cheap because of inflation, and we all have lives and we all have bills to pay. So if you just want to have a little contribution every month of just $2, I know it's an added-on subscription to all your other subscriptions, but you can just do a one-time payment. And even if you are already subbed through Twitch, you can get a discount on the membership, so you can get it for like $1 and some change if you are already subscribed to me on Twitch. And that's just a little thing to let y'all know about. The other membership tier on that website is for cosplays and stuff. I will be doing that in the future. I don't have the space and or the time for that at the moment, so hopefully I'll be able to actually work on actual cosplays in the future. We'll see. But without further ado, I think I need to pick the tarot deck. That I think this one wanted to come out before. Okay. We are going to be doing the Wildwood Tarot and the Runic Tarot. I'm going to change the scenes here in a second. Alrighty, let's get into this reading for Sagittarius. Where's the little... there you are. We have the Wildwood Tarot here. And the Runk. We got the Runk Tarot. We call it the Runk Tarot because on the box it looks like it says Runk instead of Runic. It's really silly. Love you. Okay. So, quick little disclaimer, this reading is going to be the collective of Sagittarius signs. So, wherever you may have Sagittarius in your birth chart, this may or may not resonate for you. So, please just check your birth charts. If you don't know what a birth chart is, it is basically an astrology thing. So, I suggest you just Googling what an astrology birth chart is. I do not have time to sit here and explain. I may come up with more commands in the future that are just educational. So, we are going to be doing a modified past, present, future spread here. And we are basically going to be getting 3 cards and then clarifying with each of those cards with 3 cards. So, essentially you get like 12 cards. We're going to be pulling like 12 cards in total. But we're doing it as like, it's best if you kind of see it. 1, 2, 3, and then each of those cards will get clarifier cards. And how many clarifier cards? 3 clarifier cards. So, let's see what the Runk has. The Runic Tarot is based off of a lot of, pretty much all of Norse mythology and runic lore and all kinds of runic lore. So it takes in account for, I think there is a specific type of runic alphabets that were associated essentially with like I don't know, it's not like the rune itself. You're good. I was trying to think of
the trailer's literally built into the website.
I was trying to think of a word, but basically back in the good old sunshine and rainbow days of Nazi Germany.
Oh. That was a fucking thing.
They used a lot of Germanic runic lore, like runes, in their like Nazi propaganda bullshit. So, if anyone is alarmed at any of the runes in here, you're not gonna see any swastikas, even though the Nazis kind of stole that too. That wasn't even theirs. They didn't even make that. They just fucking took it. Fucking foreheads couldn't even come up with their own logo. Get a clear, honest message for Sagittarius here.
How's your stream quality, by the way?
Oh, a lot better. I meant to tell you that earlier. Clear, honest message for any and all Sagittarius placements. What do you need to hear for your highest good? What is going on? What advice do they need to hear for what's coming? Seven of Pentacles and the Lovers reversed. Interesting. And just so you can see, I'm going to show you the Lovers upright so you all can see it. I believe that is Heimdall. I don't know all of the gods. I know that is... It either begin. She's either. It's not Nyx. Nyx, I think, is Greek. Oh, I forget the name. Sif? No. Is Sif Thor's wife? What's the other girl's name? God damn it, I forget. Ugh. I don't know where the book is. Last card before we really get into this, because there's a lot in this Lover's card. The Seven of Pentacles is just telling me, like... No? Okay. Telling me, where exactly the Lover's card is kind of coming from. Okay. We have the Magician as the future energy. That, I believe, is Heimdall. I think. I could be wrong. I know Heimdall is in one of the, like, it starts with the Fool, then it goes to the Magician, the High Priestess, the Empress, the Emperor, like, it was somewhere in there that Heimdall is in. I don't know why I keep thinking of Heimdall. Maybe some of you need to do a little more research in some Nordic mythology lore. And it's not necessarily like, oh, this god's reaching out to you. It's more of like the story of these gods and goddesses that each mythology and each different pantheon tell a lot about, like, archetypal things that we kind of experience in our day-to-day lives. And it could help you make a decision, I'm hearing. There's this energy of, like, wanting to find your way through what you've made, but you are seeing that it's kind of left up to you to decide and to move forward, to make that first move, that first step, that first initiation into, not even initiation, like, first initiate step, first intuitive step into forward movement. And what I mean by forward movement is, like, when we are actively, like, doing things productively in our lives, when it comes to simple things of, like, literally just you spend a Sunday cleaning things around the house, that is forward movement in your life. You are actively moving things forward in the sense of moving yourself through time. And it's a sense of literally, like, moving. You don't have to necessarily, like, feel insanely productive at the end of it, but it's that step of forward movement. And there's a sense of, it's funny to me because Sagittariuses always seem like that they are so easy to, like, initiate things and just, like, get the ball rolling and really get a good drive into something. and motivation, like drive, motivation, and just like a solid, like driven mentality. Oh, good morning. We're doing Sagittarius's reading. I'm trying to find like words for this right now. So we, just to clarify, for anyone coming in, we pulled 3 cards, and we're going to clarify each of these 3 cards with 3 cards. So each card gets 3 cards to clarify. So we are starting with the 7 of Pentacles, moving on to the Lovers reversed and the Magician. And it feels interesting because there's these rainbows here that are kind of like really calling to me. Wait a minute. Hold on. Stop. Call the presses. Hold my hand. Hold my hand. Now we wait. Alright, let's go. Okay, there's a meme that I was referencing there of hold my hand, now we wait. That was a meme that I was referencing. And it feels that there's this energy so prevalent of, I gotta move forward, but what is so difficult about it? Like, you're asking yourself that, and it's this sense of you have been able to move forward so easily, and everything else, there's something that's stopping you. And that's what's kind of causing you to take notice, is it's the first time that you've experienced the, I don't know what to do about this decision. I'm not choosing the wrong thing, am I? If I choose to move forward with this, it's not like a choosing an either or, it's almost saying yes or saying no to something. And the sense of saying yes is kind of uncertain for you. It feels like Sagittarius is out there, Saggies, are kind of stuck in the sense of whether or not their heart is in the right place. Because I'm understanding this X as like the rune, I think it's called Jebo or Gebo or however you say it, and essentially means gift. But I see this X crossing over this male figure's heart, and it feels like that's where like everything lies. That's where everything makes sense to you, is everything in your heart. And your mind and your heart truly have been on the same page for the longest time now that you feel like you've ever been. It feels like your heart and your mind have been truly like interlinked together, like perfectly. What feels perfect, but don't overinflate that ego, Sagittarius. You are a fire sign. You get a little fiery. I know you do. But there's this motion forward that feels almost like you're questioning everything about the choice, about the aftermath of saying yes, and the fact that you think it's going to be this aftermath of like chaos and treachery, and it feels like it doesn't have to be. So it's all like what you choose to do with it and how you choose to move forward with it, because that's where we get into this Magician card. Now this is making a lot of sense with what I just said of choosing what you want to do with your life. That's what the Magician is all about. The Magician is somebody who has all of the tools he or she or they need for the journey forward. It's like you have all of the information you need to make this choice, but you need to make the choice in order to see things move and even manifest into your life. And I feel like it's scary because some of y'all have been on this forward movement to be like, you know what, if I work hard, one day I'll get to relax, or one day I'll actually get to do the thing I wanted to do. Guess what, Sagittarius? The thing you wanted to do is it's on deck. It's coming up. It's coming up. It's a little bit around the corner. I want to say it's almost like a door that's kind of like right behind you, or like for the universe or anything that's been guiding you. It's just kind of like anything energetical that has been guiding you, that you choose to believe in. It's like, hey, it's right here. I've got it right with me. It's right here. That path that you wanted, like, I don't know, how many years ago? Do you even remember what you manifested? Do you even remember? Because there's a little part that's like, do you even know how good of an opportunity you've built for yourself? There's a big sense of these 7 pentacles here aren't even just pentacles. It's like people see these things that you've created, come on, focus, as true works of art. Look at those shields. In this runic tarot deck, the pentacles are called shields, which makes sense because, like, look at that craftsmanship. It's like you have made each and every one of those shields, and you made it for a purpose, not just to look cool, but you made it to have a, whether it's almost like a spiritual purpose or a literal, like, I need this thing to, like, shield me purpose. And it's not like you're using your stuff to, like, shield you. It's more of that metaphor of, like, you have made something so sustainable and durable that it's like people look at you and are like, holy crap, that shit is fucking cool. And they may not fully express it, or you may not fully accept how much some people are expressing how cool you are, or how cool what you make is. But this next step is you believing it. Is you believing that it's cool, what you do, the things that you create, the way that you, I want to say, truly to the core handle yourself and like move through life. Like, it's almost, some people are just admire it. It's admirable, and it feels like you're sitting here like, I don't know, I'm just doing this, like, this is what makes sense to me, and that's what makes sense to me, and da 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 da. Like, it doesn't feel like anything to you, Sagittarius. Like, it feels like it's so easy, like it's breathing. And you've understood how, like, not everyone's like that, and you don't know what to say to the people who think that, to the admirers out there, I want to say, whether they make themselves known or not, it's almost like you're not really sure how to handle that kind of love. So it feels like it's not, because I didn't see, like, true love coming in kind of a thing with this card. It's almost this sense of, like, are you gonna choose yourself for once? And I couldn't shake, just, I can't stop looking at this figure. This male figure here is the only, like, focal point in the whole card when it's reversed. And then when you look at it upright, you see this beautiful goddess standing above him, almost kind of, like, pointing at, oh my goodness, oh my god. This goddess, this deity watching over him, in theory, if you know these characters, quote-unquote characters, if you know the gods and goddesses, you know their names. I forgot their names, I'm sorry. She has a golden apple in her hand, and this is a whole mythology deck based off of Norse mythology. So she's literally pointing at this rune up here. I don't know if you can see that. It's a little hard to see. She's pointing at this rune. It's an M, and it literally is the rune of movement. Like, I can, hold on. Do I have it here? I don't know where I last left. Oh, no, I have it. Okay, perfect. The horse brings joy, proud on its hooves, by heroes praised, and it's a solace. What? God damn it, my camera is being stupid. And is a solace to the restless. Awaz literally stands for the horse itself. It signifies movement, mobility, and perhaps change in locale. Your horse represents any quote-unquote vehicle that enables a shift from one location to another. Thus, your skills, vocation, profession, or guiding star that has given you means to make a move to where you need to be. Enjoy your mobility. The time could be ripe for a change in a dwelling place, settlement, or even country of residence. This is just explaining all the different meanings of it. And when it's in reverse, it literally just means stagnation. Being stuck. The brittle and bit. I think there was a British person who wrote this book. I don't know where they're from, but it feels like I'm reading, like I'm talking to a Brit. Alright. Keep that there. So, let's go back here to the Lover's card. The Lover's card's all about choice. And I can't help but only see this here in the card, which the male figure, male or female, they, them, it's a genderless card. That person, that figure is you. You focusing and honing in that energy of your heart and understanding what your heart truly desires. And now the universe is asking you for that forward movement. It's pointing at it because it's oh so obvious, but you're so scared to step through. And I want you to know that it's okay to be scared. Excuse my roommates in the background. I want you to understand that you truly can manifest whatever it is that you want. If you want to manifest strength for yourself, there are ways to do that. There are ways to move forward in that, and it comes with gentle reminders each and every day. But if you want to choose to better your body, then it's like, alright, you gotta come up with that routine, whatever works for you. Understand that, like, it's not only exercise, it's exercise and diet, and just the, like, understanding all of it. Like, that's the forward movement, is trying to understand that true thing that you want to follow in life. And I think you've been waiting for so long that you never expected that you'd actually get what you want in life. Even just the littlest a bit, because life is fucking life. Goddamn. 7 of Pentacles. Let's get a clarifying message for the 7 of Pentacles. 3 cards, please, if you could. Keep it to 3 cards. Hello. We have the Chariot and 3 of Wands reversed. The Chariot in this deck is called the Archer. I love this tarot deck. This is the Wildwood Tarot. Oh, so beautiful. And the wands, this is the Three of Wands technically, each of the wands, cups, pentacles, and all that have little words next to them. Don't mind them too much if I talk about them or focus on them. I'll let you know. Just if I do focus on it, I do. If I don't, I don't. If you see it and it resonates for you, just take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Three of Bows, it is called. Three of Bows. Where's the third bow, you may ask? In their hand? But either of these came out in reverse. I think this is that, like, you had no problem with, like, moving forward. Like, this archer is not afraid to move forward and also to halt when needing to halt. The archer knows that it can't just, you know, constantly hunt with these hunting dogs and everything's gonna be fine. This archer knows that these dogs have to eat at some point. And, you know, what you're aiming at could be the meal for not only your dogs, but your own stomach as well, and also maybe even food for the whole family, I'm hearing. And I feel like you've been really determined about understanding how to use this energy in something that is for you and where you want to go. Because the Three of Wands is giving me this energy of, like, you've wanted to move forward in what you wanted for a while. But listen, life in general holds us all back. And the only time you're ever gonna quote unquote make it is literally if you get lucky, or if you know people, and if you're in those circles. Like, you can be successful, but when it comes to, I want to say, like let's say someone's dream, I'm just gonna sum this up because it's the easiest thing I can think of. Because this is not necessarily my dream. I mean, like, some more fucking realistic about what I want to do with dancing. But some people are like, oh my god, I would love to, like, dance up on stage with, like, Rihanna at the Super Bowl or whatever the fuck. Y'all remember that performance. If you do, you do. If you don't, you know, it's whatever. So basically, that dream, that goal, like, it can be partially attainable, but understanding that, like, it's going to take a long road and a long journey to get to that stage that you want to be at, and life is just constantly, like, turning left and right for every single one of us. And you didn't want to run away from the sense of, like, I feel like we all know that to quote unquote make it, you basically need to be lucky. But it's not luck. Like, there is also work and effort that are put into it. And it only becomes luck when it comes to, like, there are people who have 10,000 subscribers, and they're perfectly fine with that. Like, that is, like, their bread and butter. They are cool with it. They make enough money for what they need to do, and that's it. And then some people want to shoot for, like, millions and millions of subscribers, but that's a whole different ball game. Like, that is a whole different set of numbers. So it's a sense of, like, feeling like you can make it without putting the standard so high. And I feel like we are kind of, all of us are a little recognizing that each and every day, here and there. Like, you know, we don't always have to set the standard so high, but at least provide some kind of structure in your life to have room for you to enjoy it, room for you to do things that you want to do. And I think that's where this energy came from, of, like, I just want to be able to do what I want to do. And then you see that you are at a moment in your life where can actually choose what you want to do over doing the same old thing over and over and over again of finding a job, going to work, bullshit American dream kind of thing. But you're seeing this life that you want almost like right there in front of you. And I think that's the scary part for some of you. Some of you are a little like, is this real? No. It can't. It can't be real. But it's there. And it's not going away. And it's kind of on a timer. It has a bit of a shelf life. Not much. You got some time to think. But it's there. This life that you truly desire, it is there for you to step into and start working towards and really embodying and pursuing. Instead of it just being like, oh, I got this kind of brewing in my head, or I've made a few shields here and there, and people are like, holy fucking shit, you built that? I'd pay like 50 grand for that shield, like one shield. And you're like, you'd pay how much? And then it gets you thinking, what if you opened a shield business kind of a thing? Like, these are the small little things of, you have something, and you know you do, and it's like trying to figure out how that fits into everything else. But I think the biggest thing is stepping out of stagnation. And what I mean by stagnation is it's almost like someone, this is the wheel card, by the way, the Wheel of Fortune is literally just called the wheel. And it is silly how it is a loom, like someone's just like making a shirt on this loom. But it's almost like you constantly see this shirt and you're like, oh, I'll never get to wear this thing. It's taking me forever to get this and get this right and get it done and durable, because you want the shirt to look good. You want this shit to look good. You want the shirt to look good. And I think it's almost coming to understanding that, like, you are literally at the end of your rope here. And not, it could be in a bad way, in a sense of like, hey, there are things that you're fed up with and you're just at the end of your rope. But part of this feels like you're at the end of your rope in the sense of you're done having to, I want to say, choose other activities and other people's enjoyment. It's like the shirt took you so long because people kept pulling you away, and you kept pulling yourself away to go do other things. And we gotta go to our 9 to 5, pay our bills. Like, you get pulled away by life and stuff, and you're now coming up to a finish line of what you've worked on for so long. And it may not be an exact finish line. It may be that stepping stone into a new environment that you are familiar with, in the sense of, like, let's kind of go back to a dancing metaphor. Like, for me, danced all my life. I've been in dance classes before, in the sense of, like, I was dancing as a kid and they're like, oh, you like dancing, let's put her in dance classes, kind of a thing. So they put me in dance classes, and I feel like if I were to step into a dance studio now, I would be very nervous, in the sense of, like, this is a brand new environment. I'm a little nervous and nerve-wracking, like, feelings a little bit, but it's out of, like, this is all brand new. It's not bad, it's not good, it's just, this is brand new, and it's like taking it all in. So don't be afraid to step into that new thing and just allow yourself to take it all in. Don't think of anything as good or bad. Just take it for what it is. And do what you do best at the end of the day. Whatever it is that you're working on. Hello. We didn't talk about the bottom of the deck energy here, but we'll get to that in a second. So I can do that, like so. Clarifying the Lover's card to start out with is the Moon. The Moon on water. And I don't know if you can see right here, but there's a giant egg underneath that water. You can see it when I pull it back just a bit more. It's a giant egg. And for any of you animal symbolisms out there, symbolism, words. There is a bull and I believe a pelican, or no, like a stork or a stork. Stork? Got the really fucking long. There's another name for it. Silly me. Silly me. Who lovers? I think I'm gonna put the Lovers back in reverse because it was telling me a lot when it was in reverse, like the original way it came out. In the sense of really finding yourself shining, or seeing that the universe is shining a light on, it's almost like you can't, the reason that like you need to move forward is because the universe is not letting you forget. The universe is not letting you forget the gift that you have wanted for so long. It's almost like it's like this gift, that rune, that is the gift rune, the thing that your heart desires. The universe wants to give that to you almost as a gift, but it's not like it's something that's like gonna be handed to you. Anytime I say that the universe is giving you something, it is either in a sense of knowledge, inner wisdom, enlightenment, or just things randomly lining up for you in just the best way possible. And even in the smoothest way possible, just so things move smoothly, you know? And the moon kind of clarifies this energy of like, yeah, you are not being able to ignore this for once. You are seeing everything for what it is. The full moon is shining its bright, bold-ass light onto every little dark spot in you. Every little dark corner and crevice and thought inside of you. Oh, you are the best. Thank you, my love.
There's still plenty of.
Oh, thank you.
Also, Christmas bowl garlic fries. They are phenomenal.
A bowl?
It made me consider giving him the Huck Tuba.
Oh.
Spit on that thing.
God. I'm just trying to stay focused. I'm laughing on the inside.
Oh, God.
Sagittarius, what did you do before that made you feel truly like aligned with the things that you're pursuing? Like there's this notion of the word on the card says tradition, but when I see tradition sometimes on this card, it gives me the sense of like this thing that always comes back to the independent you. Like it lets you kind of ground yourself into that independent individual you on the inside. And I feel like there's a real call to find that like individuality in you, and to truly like almost acknowledge it, treat it with heartwarming kindness, and give it a big old fucking hug. And understand that this is a lot of forward movement in your heart and in your soul. And I think part of that is the gift in itself of some of you are just gaining the gift of wisdom and inner wisdom and knowledge. And I want you to focus on these thoughts within you and to not insanely overanalyze each and every single thought that you have. To clarify the Lover's card, we have the Moon, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Queen of Wands. The Nine of Pentacles is called Nine of Stones in this deck. And then we have the Queen of Wands, which is the Queen of Bows, which is the hair. Hold on. Focus. Is it just me? Or is there a moon in every one of these cards? Besides the moon card itself. That looks like a moon. That looks like a moon. And it's almost like when you're in your element, the clouds tend to clear up and everything becomes clear. Every little detail becomes clear. Even the things lurking in the shadows. And I think this level of tradition with yourself and knowing what brings you back to yourself is the true wisdom of the Queen of Wands. Like, the Queen of Wands is a very mysterious energy, but when it comes to this deck, it brings it up to a different level in the sense of the hair is a very, very, like, rabbits and bunnies are a very good, kind of simple message of don't be so hasty. Don't be so quick to, like, run off and run towards something, because you may be that bunny rabbit that runs into the street and gets splat. You don't want to be that bunny, so you keep on the lookout and keep your head on a swivel, and you just kind of are like keeping your ears out, keeping your awareness in check. The Queen of Wands knows when it is the utmost perfect opportunity to move forward with something, to spark that, to initiate that spark, and to spark the flame that starts the fire within. Hello. Hold on. Let me redo that. If you want to come out, you can come out again. The Magician. What do we have for the Magician card here? 3 cards for the Magician card. I can't not. talk about the bottom of the deck of the runic tarot. The bottom of the deck energy you got for the runic tarot was the Three of Swords. Now this is a very, very graphic card. I will say that. Has blood and guts and everything. And it's almost like these two people are both of you. Like, both of these people are you, Sagittarius. It's like you are your own executioner because you're done hurting. You're done giving yourself to other people in order for them to just stab you right back. You're done. Or in order for something to just inherently, like, hurt you and hurt your soul. You're not letting it happen anymore. And it feels very work-based. Like, it feels very, like, how you handle yourself in your work, even if it's just the simple shit of doing the dishes. And it feels like you're so done with this energy. And so done with it, in fact, that you're willing to be your own executioner. You're willing to end it yourself. And right underneath that, Ace of Cups. That new beginning of fulfillment for you. Clarifying the Magician, we have the Six of Wands, the Hermit, which is also the, like, front cover card, is the Hermit card for, like, when you buy the Wildwood Tarot, it literally shows this card on the front of the box. And I love it so much. Or it could be the book, I forget. Clarifying the Magician card is the Six of Wands, the Hermit, and the Eight of Cups. I think you've recognized where the abundance truly lies in your life. And just because something isn't, like, great doesn't mean it's good for you either. Like, it's having this energy of, like, these 8 cups are alright, but, you know, you could move on and find 9 cups or even 10 cups. It's kind of like not wanting to limit your options just because all of this, like, energy feels, I want to say, there's part of you that doesn't want to limit yourself because you understand where the abundance truly lies, but you also want to be able to, you know, contain it enough to where you can be recognized for your efforts, I want to say. The Six of Wands is giving me a lot of, like, you're excited to come to this place and, like, not necessarily feel abundant, but bring in abundance for other people. Whether it's an abundance of joy, abundance of friendship, abundance of knowledge. But maybe it's an abundance of knowledge for yourself, and maybe the thing that needs to be stepped away from and rebirthed is how you handle yourself when it comes to this decision. Like, how you think of yourself after you choose to live for yourself. That is the key and crucial moment and part. Chef's kiss. It's the key and crucial part of this reading. Because there is a lot of healing that isn't over yet. And it's healing that is like so brand new that it's not something that's going to exhaust you this time. I want to remind you that this healing that you've been going through hasn't been exhausting you. Like, when you are truly in your element and being able to dive in deep on yourself or dive in deep into your passions, you truly feel yourself and you're able to go in and dive into the depths of your own soul to gain that wisdom, to understand yourself. You don't feel like you're dragging your feet through it anymore. It feels healing for once. And I think it's because you allowed yourself to let go of the lack. End it. It's over. The pain has to go. And you said, get it out of here. Get it the fuck out of here. I know what's good for me. I know what I'm good at. I know what I've made. And I can do something with this fucking shit. Like, there is determination all over this reading. And you know when it is the best time to strike. So there is a sense of moving forward, but it's not like you need to be like going at it every single like second of the day. You don't need to be doing everything that you can in order to like make this dream come true and accept this gift of wisdom from the universe. Like, it's just these little moments every day that you can have that build up into big moments. And I think it's almost little moments with yourself of like, you know what? We can't focus on that anymore. We can't focus on that hurt anymore. And I got you. 1 second. It's literally the name and then @gmail.com if anyone is interested. I want to give you the biggest hug, Sagittarius. And I want you to have this like understanding of yourself. I want you to have this like real understanding for yourself that, like, not what if you can't do it, what if it's not gonna work, what if you actually could, what if that life you want is actually like feasible and attainable, and you're seeing like it almost just like 20 steps ahead, but you're sitting there looking at step 1 and you're like, is this real? Can I do this? Is it? And take a step. Oh shit, I can do this. Take another step. Oh my, we're here. Okay. Take those small, little, tiny strides for yourself. Be proud of yourself. Heard that. Just so I can know who it's from, let me know your Twitch handle, so I can know that it's you. But yes, I think that is all I have for you, Sagittarius. I just want to say thank you for letting me read your cards. This is a really cool reading. And if anyone is just tuning in now, I am recording this reading along on the side here, so expect this to be uploaded on my tarot YouTube, which is somewhere in my link tree, I think. Someone said they couldn't find it, so if you can't find it in my link tree, it is for sure on my website. And I think this wraps up all of the fire signs. So I'm going to be uploading the fire signs up on my YouTube, and then we're going to take like a break, and then we're going to get into the next set of the next element of signs. Like, I don't know, we'll just roll a die on it and just randomize it, and like, let's say the next sign is water signs. We'll get to do the water signs. We'll do all the water signs. We'll take a break. I'll upload them. And once those are all uploaded is when we will start the next sign. So that is the plan, the general gist or plan I have for my streams. And I yeah, I think this is all I have for you, Sagittarius. I don't think I know, because I usually say I think that's all I have for you. Anytime I say that, that's usually like the end of the reading. I've gotten into the habit of saying that a lot, so if you ever hear me say that, that just is kind of that universe, spirit, whoever is speaking through me to let y'all know that is the end. And it is not the end of the stream. So if you're watching me live, you get to continue this amazing content here. We get to continue doing some painting. We're painting some minis. And if you are not watching somewhere in the future, if you're not watching here live, please go and follow my Twitch. We do a lot of cool things here. I do a lot of stuff besides tarot. So, yeah, that's all I have for you. Thank you, Sagittarius. And for anyone who is hanging around the live, I just want to say that we will be continuing. So sit tight, stand by. But for anyone that just wanted to hear the reading, I just want to thank you. Thank you all for watching. I hope everyone has a wonderful rest of their day or night. And as always, I'll see you in the next reading. But stay tuned, y'all. We're not ending here.